Titans wide receivers, Patriots pass catching running backs, and our favorite prop bet for Thursday Night Football right now on FFT and 5. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the show. Adam and Dave here on Wednesday night or Thursday morning if you're listening to the podcast. And Dave's got wandering eyes over there, but I will focus here on some news out of the NFL. All right, James White likely out for the season with a hip injury. Bolden, Taylor, what are you doing here on the waiver wire if you still can or add them just out of free agency?
I don't think there's anybody that is worth adding at this point. If you are absolutely desperate and in a PPR league, you're looking for a running back that might get you 6 or 7 points, Bolden would be the ad.
Okay. And I won't ask you Fab because people are listening to this on Thursday.
Zero.
Okay.
Do not spend your Fab on Brandon Bolden.
I put in a few dollars on Brandon Bolden because I had James White. I think I have more James White than.
But what league is this in where you're spending Fab on Brandon? Is it like 14 teams and deep roster?
It's a league where I'm starting James White. It's a 12-team PPR league. Somebody's going to get 3 or 4 catches a game. Might be a little bit valuable. He's not going to be James White, obviously. But anyway, how about no T. Higgins on Thursday night? So we were expecting that. We previewed the game and we already talked about it in that regard. But the Bengals have a couple of injuries in their secondary with key players in their secondary out. Does that change anything for you with Jesse Bates out and Chidobe Awuzie doubtful for the Bengals?
Not really. I still think that the Jaguars have a lot to figure out offensively. I do think that DJ Chark is a sneaky sleeper in the game. I would absolutely put him in a lot of DFS lineups, especially those tournament type of lineups. Cincinnati doesn't tend to pressure the quarterback very much. And so that should give Lawrence maybe a little bit more time to target downfield. Chark is getting open. He's getting open with speed and he's getting open with footwork. It's just a matter of connecting with Lawrence, who's typically under so much pressure that he's got to get rid of the ball quickly. That's part of the reason why Marvin Jones has been so good to start the season. There could be a chance for Chark in this game.
Okay, we've got Julio Jones missing practice, A.J. Brown missing practice. Is there a Titans wide receiver that you think could produce this week and be fantasy relevant?
They are taking on the Jets, and it's a matchup that got even better with Marcus May going on the shelf for the next 3 to 4. I don't even know who's left in the Jets secondary. I don't have a guy that I really would trust in lineups. Chester Rogers has been playing slot for Tennessee, so maybe he could be that guy. The other receivers are going to be Josh Reynolds, Nick Westbrook, Akina. I don't know if either of those guys are really trustworthy in fantasy lineups.
Okay, Dave, let's take a look at Thursday Night Football and your favorite player prop for the Bengals and the Jaguars.
My favorite player prop is CJ Uzomah under 18.5 yards. This guy has 3 targets in his last 2 games. I know there's no T. Higgins. I don't think it's going to matter that much. He's not a big part of this offense. He'll go under that number.
Wow, I was not expecting that. All right, we have.
What were you expecting?
I don't know, but not CJ Uzomah, but I like it. All right, we have time for a little bit more here. Jamison Crowder expected to play. Elijah Moore is in the concussion protocol. Any interest in adding Jamison Crowder?
Deeper leagues, absolutely.
All right.
And PPR only, goes without saying.
George Kittle calf injury. Is that going to spook you a little bit on Kittle?
No, I'm not spooked on that injury at all. He's played through injuries before, and he's been just fine.
Odell Beckham, his shoulder popped out in week 3 and popped right back in. Yeah, it popped right back in. Yeah. And
I feel like I'm doing the Dak dance, the pregame Dak dance where he's, except you can't see me shaking my butt. Lucky you.
Yeah. We are all picturing it, though.
Odell looked amazing on film, by the way. I am a big fan of his this week in what should be a high-scoring game against the Vikings.
Deontay Johnson was limited, but Juju missed practice. We might get both of them back. Johnson, I guess, is a little bit further along. And Darrell Henderson is expected to play.
Yeah, remember him? He was pretty good.
What do you think?
He got hurt.
Yeah.
Look, I think that's another high-scoring game between the Cardinals and the Rams. And if he's going to play, and I would imagine he won't get his normal full type of workload, but he'll get close to it. I bet he'd be in for 60% of the snaps. That would be pretty good against Arizona. I'd start him.
Are you picking up Marlon Mack anywhere?
No.
All right.
But there's 2 teams I think he'd be a pretty good fit on. Can you guess those 2 teams?
Colts and I don't know. The Chiefs.
I think the Ravens Might take a stab at him to try and upgrade their running backs behind Tyson Williams, if not upgrade on Tyson. And then also Miami. I think the Dolphins could be unhappy with what they've gotten out of Malcolm Brown, and they could try and upgrade on that.
Sorry for sneezing, everybody. That's Dave
Bless
Richard.
you, Adam.
Thank you. That's Dave Richard. I'm Adam Azer, and we'll talk to you tomorrow on Fantasy Football Today in 5. Enjoy Thursday Night Football.